Fatiha. Selamun Aleyküm. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Esselatu vesselamu ala Resulina Muhammed ve seyyidil evvelin ve ahirin. Meded ya Resul, meded ya Sadat Asaf, meded ya Şahı. Destur ma'ala Allah fezasın. Subhanallah ve bakan meded. Tarikatuna as-suhba vel hayru fil cemiyye. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. أشهر الحرم 12 شهر عند الله صدق الله العظيم. Haram aylar 4 ay var.
There are 4 sacred months. There are the 4 sacred haram months.
Aylarda Allah Azze ve Celle insanlara hac meselesi, hac için üçü hac için birisi ayrı olarak.
3 of these sacred haram months are reserved by Allah Almighty for the believers to perform their pilgrimage Hajj, and one of them is separated from that.
Allah Azze ve Celle göstermiş. Allah Azze ve Celle yaratan Allah Azze ve Celle'dir.
He Almighty Allah is the one who is the creator of everything.
Ay, yıldızı, günleri, seneleri.
He is the one who created the moon, the stars, the days, the years.
Onlar hepsi Allah Azze ve Celle, onların arasında işte bu 4 ayı haram ayıdır.
And among His creation and His creation of time and the creation of seasons, He Almighty Allah designated 4 months which He declared to be the haram month, the sacred 4 months.
Buna hürmet edilecek.
These 4 months, sacred 4 months, need to be respected and honored.
Yapılacak şeyler de, kötülükler de haram olur.
And during these 4 sacred months, during these 4 sacred haram months, it is forbidden to perform prohibited acts.
Savaş olmaz.
During these 4 haram months, it is prohibited, for example, to perform war, to wage war.
Şey yaparsa müdafaa için olur.
One may, of course, defend oneself.
Lazım olduğu vakit başka bir usul olur, yani her şeyin bir usulü var.
And there is a method, and there are certain rules for everything, and there's a governing for everything.
Bu yarın inşallah bu akşamdan başlıyoruz Zilkade ayı.
And starting today with Maghrib prayer will mark the beginning of the holy month of Dhul-Qa'dah.
Hac ayları.
And with the beginning of this, the sacred Hajj months will begin.
Bundan sonra Zülhicce, Muharrem, bu 3 ay insanlar
Dhul-Qa'dah, Dhul-Hijjah and Muharram, these 3 months are dedicated for the performance of the pilgrimage Hajj.
Ancak hacca gidip gelebilirlerdi.
In former times, it also required, in fact, 3 months in order to travel to Hajj and to return, and it required these 3 months entirely.
Selametle gidip gelsinler diye bunu Allah Azze ve Celle bunları emretmişti.
And Allah Almighty declared these 3 months to be sacred haram months, so that those who perform the pilgrimage, the Hajj, may perform their pilgrimage safely and securely.
Yapılırdı eskiden de. İslam'dan önce de bunlar İbrahim Aleyhisselam zamanından çünkü kalmış şeyler.
And this season, these sacred months these sacred 3 months in order to perform the Hajj would be respected and honored. Also, before Islam, it is a sacred season which we inherited from Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him.
Müşrikler onu da biliyorlardı. Onu hürmet edip.
And even the polytheists before Islam, they would respect the season of the sacred 3 months.
Ona tabi oluyordu.
And they would follow these sacred 3 months, which would determine the time in order to perform the pilgrimage.
Ama gene kafalarına göre işlerine geldi mi onu başka aya çeviriyordu.
Nevertheless, the polytheists before Islam, they would change these sacred months, these sacred months for pilgrimage according to their own likings, based on their own minds, as it would befit their business.
O ayı bu ayınları koyup yapacaklar şey yaparlardı.
And they would change the beginning of the month for pilgrimage. They would change the beginning of these sacred 3 months as it would fit their business, the polytheists.
O da caiz değil. Allah Azze ve Celle Kur'an'da olmaz diyor.
But Allah Almighty made it clear in the Holy Quran that it is forbidden to change the timing of the 3 months during which the pilgrimage needs to be performed.
Her şeyin yeri var, vakti var.
For everything there is a place, and for everything there is a time.
Kendi kafana göre değiştiremezsin.
You may not change the place and the time according to your own mind.
Bizim için de bu halvet için 10 Zülhicce'ye kadar bu akşamdan başlayıp kısmi halvet.
And beginning today with Maghrib prayer, with the beginning of Dhul Qa'dah, up until the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, marks for us also the beginning of a time to perform seclusion.
Kısmi halvet yani öyle 40 gün üzdete durmak için daha izin yok.
However, there is for no one the permission to perform full seclusion, to retreat oneself for 40 days completely. There is no permission for that full seclusion.
İzin yok. Yapacaksa şimdi yapabilir. İsterse akşamdan yatsı arası.
However, there is permission to perform partial seclusion. So one may seclude oneself for a limited amount of time, for example, from Maghrib prayer to Isha prayer.
İkindi akşam arası.
Or one may seclude oneself from Asr prayer to Maghrib prayer.
Sabah namazından önce ta işrağa kadar.
Or one may seclude oneself from Tahajjud up until Ishraq prayer.
Niyet edip halvet için, Allah rızası için.
And one may seclude oneself for that limited amount of time and make the intention with this partial seclusion to have performed the full seclusion.
Onda evratlarını, zikirlerini, tesbihatı, Kur'an okuyup.
And during that dedicated time, limited amount of time, one may perform one dhikr, one may recite Quran, one may do his avrat.
Ne varsa yapabilir. O büyük bir fazilet olur insana.
And there will be great blessing to perform this, to seclude oneself for a limited amount of time and to perform acts of worship.
Tarikat sahibi zaten halvete girmesi lazım.
And those who follow the tariqa, they of course need to do seclusion.
Bu arada bu vakitte halvet için insanlara gerekmez.
However, there is no permission and there is no requirement to perform a full seclusion.
Çünkü dünya hali berbat.
Because the world is in a terrible state.
İnsanların nefsi desen o halveti kaldıramaz.
And people's egos, they would not be able to tolerate a full seclusion.
Halvet yapayım derken halvetsiz de olması daha faziletli olur.
And now we live in a time where it is more blessed not to perform a full seclusion, but to perform a partial seclusion.
Ama halvet niyetine kısmi halvette resmi halvetin yerine geçer mürit için.
And for the murid, if they perform this type of partial seclusion, it will be accepted as if the murid would have performed a full seclusion, a full official seclusion.
Onun için bu 10 Zülhicce'ye kadar 40 gün hemen.
So starting today with Maghrib prayer, 40 days up until the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, it is the time every day to perform a partial seclusion.
Bunu yapamayın Recep'ten 10 Şaban'a kadar.
And also, it's possible to perform this type of partial seclusion from the beginning of the month of Rajab up until the 10th of Shaban.
Yani senede 2 defadır bizim halvete.
And for us, throughout the year, there are 2 times when we perform this seclusion.
Vakti. Onun dışında riyazat olur. Allah kabul etsin.
Outside of these 2 seasons, one may perform riyazat, one may retreat oneself. May Allah Almighty accept our worship.
Mübarek olsun inşallah bu günlerimiz, aylarımız.
May this sacred time which is beginning, be a blessing for us.
Hayırla geçsin.
And may we live through these sacred times with goodness and blessings.
Ömrümüz, seneler, aylar.
And may our entire life, may we spend our entire lives in a good way, full with blessings, and may we spend our days and years in a good manner, in a blessed manner.
Mühim olan odur.
That is what is important.
Ömür geçiyor, seni beklemiyor.
Because life goes on, and life does not wait for you.
Durup durmuyor.
Life does not stop for you.
Onun için faydalanmak lazım. Ne kadar yapabilirsek.
Therefore, we must benefit as much as we can from the blessings.
Allah kabul etsin.
May Allah Almighty accept our worship.
Allah razı olsun.
May Allah Almighty be pleased with you.
Allah tevfik. El-Fatiha.